Hey guys, so yesterday on the vlog I posted that, don't mind the tail. Yesterday in the vlog I posted for you to ask questions and stuff that you had regarding High on Life and us, and I would answer them. I was gonna say in like a couple days or whatever, but honestly I got quite a few questions already in the comments in like 9 hours, so I feel like today I'm just gonna start answering them because there's a whole bunch. So to start off, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 of them from Zack Attack. I'm not even gonna say the names anymore, I'll just put it up on the screen for you. But first question is, what's the craziest thing you've done for a High on Life video? Well, probably the very recent video that we just put up, the Homeless Millionaire skit. I was in a white bathrobe covered in balsamic vinegar with chocolate stains on the butt, and I had balsamic vinegar in my hair, and I ate garlic first so that I would be really gross, and then I was wearing a man thong underneath, and then I danced around in like 4-degree weather in my man thong. That's probably one of the craziest things I've ever done for High on Life videos, and it happened to be very recent. It just got flagged as inappropriate for under 18, so now you gotta be 18 or older to see it. So that's pretty ridiculous. Why don't all the High on Life crew have beards? So usually what happens is we shave our faces and just leave kind of like short stubble for the most part when we're doing stuff, but we've had quite a bit of time off from like going out and filming with any other companies or brands, so we just kind of let the beards grow out a little bit. So we all have a little bit of facial hair right now, and then next time we go and do an adventure, next time we go traveling somewhere and we're actually kind of wanting to look somewhat presentable, we're gonna get rid of all this stuff. So it's just a temporary thing, it always is, and technically all the guys have it right now except Justice, because he just... No, he probably has a beard too. Do you ever get tired of being away from home so much, or would you rather just continue to travel? We do miss home after a while. The first trip that we did was like nearly 7 months, and we were pretty homesick by the end of it. We would prefer to do kind of like a 1 month or 2 months at a time tops and then come home. We really like having a home base here in Vancouver. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter where our home base is, we just like having a home base. But not so much homesick either, as I feel we kind of get friend sick, or like we miss our friends. The thing is, when you're traveling so much, you're always meeting new people, and every time you meet someone, you're doing the exact same, oh, hey, hi, what's your name? Oh, this is what I do. What do you do? And you meet everybody every day, and it just kind of gets really tiring and a little bit annoying, actually. And there's nobody that really knows you very well. So when you come home, you're with your friends again, you don't have to introduce yourself or anything, you just hang out and it's all cool, and you guys have been friends for years, and it's great. So that's what we miss the most. As much as we love traveling, we always like to come back home after a few weeks or a month or something, just to like recuperate from that trip before we go on the next one. How do you stay motivated in life? Well, for one, we like to do things that we really enjoy. So if that happens to be jumping off of a cliff and doing a backflip into the ocean, that's what we go and do as often as we can. If we ever get that longing for like, man, I haven't done anything really exhilarating or exciting for a while, then we'll just go out and do it, because why not? That's what life is all about, right? Go and do the things you enjoy doing. You know, granted, it's legal. It also helps a lot to have, you know, 3 or 4 of us in a group that all kind of feed off of each other. So like any time that we are unmotivated or kind of get down on life or ourselves or whatever, we've always got the other guys there to help bring us up. And when we're working together, we can kind of see the bigger picture of everything. And so it keeps us on track, it keeps us working hard for the same goal. Having friends with the same thing in mind is a really big motivator for us. Like I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the other guys, and I don't know if they could say the same thing as well. So doing the things that you love and having people with like minds doing it with you. That's the best motivation for us, for sure. How are you so comfortable being practically naked on camera? Well, to be honest, I'm not really that comfortable being practically naked on camera. I mean, I get the concept of walking around in a bathing suit. That's fine, I could do that. And even if like it's like a Speedo kind of bathing suit, same thing. You're covered up, you're fine. I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. The human body is the human body. It's pretty natural, it's pretty normal. Granted, like dancing around and being a little bit goofy in like underwear kind of attire, that's pushing it a little bit. I guess just, I don't have a problem with the naked body in any way. I just don't really want to advertise it online. So I'll dance around half naked in my house or in my apartment or whatever, and if I have roommates, so be it. They know me well enough that whatever, yeah, that's a thing that happens, who cares? When it comes to the camera, I guess usually I just don't really think about the aftermath so much when I'm in the moment. Like, for example, one of the skits we did when I'm in my thong, I was just doing the skit, it is what it is, and I was focused on the task at hand, you know, go talk to strangers, this is what happens at this point, and then eventually you take your robe off, get in the car. It all just kind of goes together. After the fact, when I see, you know, the thumbnail for the video on the website and it's got my butt for the world to see, that's what kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety, and I am not as comfortable with that after the fact. But after the fact, it's too late anyways. It's already edited and online, and what's done is done. So I guess I live in the moment at first, and then after the fact, I realize I wish I wasn't naked like that. So in essence, I'm not really comfortable being practically naked in front of the camera. I do it when I'm in the moment, and then I just kind of have to deal with it afterwards. That's pretty much it. What is your favorite place you've visited and why? When you've been to so many places, it's really hard to answer that one, but we've always kind of had like a top 3 sort of thing, so I'll name them for you. Thailand islands, Greek islands, and Croatia would probably be up there for the top 3 places that are my favorite, mostly because they're just so beautiful. Like, those are some of the most beautiful places I've ever seen to date. Oh man, but Italy also is in there. I really liked Italy. Cinque Terre in northern Italy is pretty sweet. But the fact of the matter is, they're really, really beautiful places. They're warm, sunny beaches and stuff like that. And we had a good experience. Like, that plays a big role in how much we enjoyed the place. There was very little negative aspects associated with our travels there. Like, we've had trips to this place and that place, and you know, in South America, Peru was really great, but maybe like there was a lot of dealing with the tour that we were on, and it's like we weren't as free as we could have been, that kind of thing. So Thailand, Greece, Croatia, Italy, those are the top places, just mostly because they're so beautiful and we had the best times there. We just had a really positive experience. All of us got along well, filmed good content. That all comes into play when it comes down to what our favorite place is. What do y'all do in your home time? Family, work, etc. Well, we definitely like to practice up on our flips and stuff. So very often we'll go out to do, like, there's a gymnastics place not far from where we're at that has a drop-in adult class. So you don't have to go and take a class, nobody teaches you anything, you just go and you play, and that's perfect for us. Because we'll go and we'll jump on the trampolines and we'll do our flips and stuff, and then we'll see some other people that are practicing like some like martial arts stuff and some cool like spins and kicks, and so we can go over to them and we can, you know, learn some of the cool moves that they're doing and start practicing those. And then we'll see some gymnasts over to the other side of the room, and they're practicing like these really cool things on the rings, or a really cool flip off the like tumble track into the foam pit. And so we get to kind of see what they're doing. Oh, that looks cool, I want to learn that. We just go and talk to them and we practice doing what they're doing. So we kind of learn all these different aspects, anything from like snowboarders will go there and do tricks on the trampoline, and then there's gymnasts, and then there's like martial artists, And then there's like capoeira kind of dance guys. There's stuntmen that go and practice like jumping off and falling off things onto the big crash mats. So it's honestly, it's like a huge playground for us, and that is our favorite thing to do when we're home. But as well, since we're in BC, we've got everything. We've got beaches, we've got mountains. So snowboarding and skiing is up there now that it's winter time. We love to hit the mountains, even if it's only a couple times in a season. Like, that's probably one of my favorite things to do, and I know the other guys as well because we go together half the time. And cliff jumping, we've got the ocean with us, right? So like jumping off cliffs, there are tons of spots that are, you know, within 30-minute drive from where we live. That's really fun to do. So we don't work part-time jobs anymore. We've covered that. Now we're self-sufficient with HighOnLife. So home time, we are still working, and it's all HighOnLife related, and that keeps us really busy. But yeah, in terms of playtime and stuff, like I don't think we really have any hobbies, at least anything that takes up a lot of our time. So it would literally just be like practicing our flips, and sometimes we go to the diving boards even. Diving boards are really good for doing our flips off of, and like, you know, if you're going to a place in Mexico or something and you know there are going to be some cliffs there, sometimes we'll go to the diving boards first and just practice, brush up on some of our skills. It's like I haven't done a double backflip off of anything in a couple months now. It would probably be a good idea for me to practice it a couple times somewhere easy and safe, which is the diving boards in my opinion. We all have our families here at home with us, so we can see our family in like 20 minutes if we ever needed to. My sister's got a pretty young son right now, and he's my first nephew, so I like going to hang out with my parents and my nephew every Monday. That's kind of a thing that I do. Aside from that though, we're just working away, making content, making videos, keeping up with, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all that stuff. So our lives at home are pretty tame compared to our lives when we're out and about traveling. Do you guys have any major plans for future videos? Yes, yeah, we do. Okay, so right now we're doing daily vlogs on the second channel. That's kind of just like a warm-up for this road trip that we've got coming up in March and April, and we're gonna be doing daily vlogs on our main channel for those. I'm just kind of getting into the swing of things of doing daily vlogs for now, and then once the time comes, hopefully we'll have our editor with us, Josh or something, and he can be literally traveling with us in the RV. We can film stuff in the day and we can edit it, you know, well, and put it out that night. And so every day hopefully we'll be pumping out new videos and content of whatever we're doing that day. And it's gonna be cool because it's all on a road trip, right? So every day is gonna be new and exciting. And so I think that'll be really cool. Also right now we are posting every Wednesday and every Sunday. So every Wednesday we've got a story time video, which is kind of something that we've done that we don't have all the footage filmed of, but it's a really good story. And so it'll be half us talking to the camera, and then it'll be half footage that we've got from the past of, you know, maybe the aftermath of it or something. And we've also got our friend Jeffro, who does some animations, and so he's done drawings for it. If you've been on the main channel a while, you probably know the story time videos that we're talking about. So right now, our future video plans are the daily vlogs, which I'm doing right now on this channel, and then we've got 2 videos a week on the main channel in preparation for March, April, when we're going to be doing daily vlogs on the main channel. That is our big plans for the future for right now. How are you guys able to travel so much? That's a pretty big one. Do we have sponsors and stuff? So yeah, we get that a lot, and that's probably the biggest misconception. Okay, so here's the story. Here's how it all went down. It started off, we all lived together, 3 of us, in a 2-bedroom apartment. So we saved a lot of money, and we had small living quarters. That over the length of a year, we saved up like 10,000 bucks each, pretty much, give or take a couple $1,000s. And we used all of that money to travel for 6 or 7 months until we were completely broke. Then we came home, we got part-time jobs. I moved in with my parents again for a little bit. I think Russia might have as well. And we just went back to work, and we worked and worked and worked, and we started making money again, and then we did another little trip. At that time though, we had also linked up with Kentucky, who sponsored us. So we had a travel company sponsor us for a little bit, and they took us to a handful of countries, and we did some videos and content for them. Also, we have gone to Croatia with another travel company, Life Before Work. So we have had lots of sponsors over the years, and that has helped us a ton in terms of how many places we've been and how long we've traveled. So no, we're not rich, and our parents aren't rich, and they don't just pay for us to go and do this stuff. We do it all ourselves. We started from the bottom, now we're here. That's literally how that worked. What are some other possible prank ideas we have for the future? I'll be honest with you, these like social experiment videos and prank videos, I feel like they've all been done. Like, we've gotten together a few times and just kind of tried to hash out some ideas of things that we could do or try, or funny pranks, whatever. And almost everything that we thought of, it's already been done. Everything's been done. There's so many prank channels out there by now. We kind of, I don't want to say we've given up on it, but like, we haven't thought of anything new, anything unique, anything that's our own ideas really. So we don't have exactly any plans for future prank videos. What happened to Max? Will you do more videos with him in the future? First of all, yeah, we will do more videos with Max in the future. But he, after our big travel, he got a 9-to-5 job, and he didn't have time to come out and film all those times when we would go out in the middle of the day for filming and stuff, because he was busy working. And it was going great for him for a little while and stuff, but I think he's left his job now, and he did another little travel without us, and I think it might have like rekindled his flame for traveling and having fun with us. So he wants to get back involved as well, and he wants to start making videos, and we're happy to have him because he's awesome. I know you guys like him and you miss him. So sooner or later, we're gonna get Max back in, and we're gonna make more videos, and you'll be able to watch them, and everyone will celebrate. What subjects did we take in uni? Well, Kieran, Riker took psychology in university. Russia and I both took marketing, business kind of thing. Yeah, we got our diploma, degrees, whatever, and then don't care about school anymore. Will you guys ever visit the UK? We will. We've all been before, but we weren't doing High on Life at the time, so we didn't really film much. We didn't do like all the cool, crazy activities that you could do in the UK. So we'll have to come back. We're doing a trip to Europe this summer, around June, July. I don't know if we're gonna hit the UK or not, or if we're just gonna kind of cruise around mainland, like Spain, France, Germany, whatever. So we will go to the UK. We will film there and meet up with everybody that wants to come and see us, but I don't know when that's gonna be yet. It could be this year, but it might not be. Sorry, I wish I had more information for you. Have you guys been to Disneyland yet? Yes, we've all been to Disneyland in California. We go to VidCon every year in California as well. That's in Anaheim, and it's like super close to Disneyland, and we've almost gone 2 years in a row, but we haven't. So I don't know if we're gonna go again. Like, been there, done that. Frankly, waiting for, you know, half an hour to get onto a ride doesn't really excite us anymore. Like, the High on Life lifestyle that we lead now doesn't involve too much waiting in line for a 2-minute roller coaster. So we might never go back to Disneyland. Well, that's not true. We'll go back to Disneyland, but I don't know when. Do you guys have plans to come to the Philippines? We don't have plans to come to the Philippines, but some of us have been there already, and we are definitely gonna go back. I just can't tell you when. I don't know. It's probably not gonna be this year, but at the same time, our plans change just like that. Like, we could end up in the Philippines in a month for all I know. You know what I mean? So we'll be there. We'll come back to the Philippines. I know there's a lot of fans and supporters out there for us, so thank you. That's awesome, and we will come. I promise. I just don't know when. Any antics you regret? Yeah, there are tons of things that we regret. I'm pretty uncomfortable about a lot of the like nudity skits that I've done and that have gone online. Like, I kind of knew what I was getting into to begin with, but I don't know, once it's edited together and like slow-mo and zoomed in like in your face, it's just a lot more regrettable that you filmed it in the first place than when you were doing it at the time. You just don't really realize it when you're having fun and goofing around until after the fact. We used to swear a little bit more in our videos. I kind of regret that we had, you know, a little bit more foul mouths, and we were a bit more immature, and we didn't take it as seriously as we do now. So I mean, I kind of wish we had that professional side of things when we gotten started this whole thing. Nothing super major for regrets. So with all the crazy flips and acrobatics you've done traveling, have you ever been injured or gotten really sick? In terms of flips, I don't think we've actually been injured doing anything. Maybe a couple like belly flops or back splashes jumping in the water, but nothing major. We've cut our feet or cut our arms or had motorcycle crashes here and there, and those were a little bit more significant, but that wasn't anything to do with flips and stuff. Yeah, I've gotten stitches a couple times while in foreign countries, and it's a pretty lame thing to have to deal with, but at the same time it's better to get it treated properly than to leave it. So it's happened. We've had some injuries, and we definitely get sick often. Like once a trip is usually kind of how it works. So we'll go somewhere new, cool for a few days, and then all of a sudden your stomach just gets some kind of bug that you're just not cool with, you're not used to it. Maybe it's the water, I don't know what it is exactly, but we always get one little thing that kind of gets us throwing up for a night, and then usually a day or two later we'll get back to normal again, and then it won't bother us for the rest of the trip. But every time we go somewhere new, that usually happens to most of us, if not all of us. At least for like a day or two, we'll get sick. So that's a pretty normal thing, even for people that travel as often as we do. Still happens. I don't really think there's too much that you can do about it. You just kind of gotta get used to, you know, the bacterial cultures in foreign places. Once you get used to it a little bit, then it doesn't bother you anymore. But that transition period, yeah, we get sick. It happens. So that is the majority of the questions that I got on the vlog from yesterday, and I have now answered. There are more now that have come in that frankly I don't even know if I have time to fit into this vlog, because I don't want this thing to be 20 minutes long. So once more questions keep accumulating, I'll do another one of these Q&A vlogs and answer some stuff. But for now, that's what we got. Thanks again for anyone who commented and shared, because that's what is fueling this whole video right now, and frankly this whole vlog channel. So keep it up. If you got questions, let us know. Make sure to subscribe. I'm doing this every single day. And make sure to check out the main channel as well, because we got 2 videos coming out every week. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. My battery's about to die. I better change it or charge it. I better change and charge the battery. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.